Hi, I'm Steve Younis. Welcome to the Speeding Bulletin, your Superman news video recapping the events of the week September 16th to September 22nd, 2016. Our top news stories this week included the CW releases the first trailer for Season 2 of Supergirl, Superman voice actor Jason J. Lewis talks to us about Justice League action, and DC Comics releases the December solicitations. Let's check out these news stories and more in this week's Speeding Bulletin. In movie news, Henry Cavill has made a sick kid's dream come true, sharing a photo on both his Facebook and Instagram accounts, showing him dressed up in his Superman costume alongside Oren and his sister Summer, posing in front of cardboard cutouts of the Justice League. During a Q&A at Goldman Sachs Communicopia Investor Conference on Wednesday, Time Warner Chairman CEO Jeff Bewkes admitted to investors that there is a little room for improvement when it comes to their slate of DC Comics movies, but stressed that the films have been financially successful and have achieved the strategic goals the studio was aiming for. He said the main thing was to launch these DC characters and reinvigorate it with their loyal fan base, have a little more lightness in them than maybe what you've seen in those movies, so we're thinking about that. Art Spear Entertainment has given the Justice League Comic-Con footage their animated spoof treatment, with hilarious results. Check it out.
Barry Allen. Bruce Wayne. Look, man, I don't know who you are, but whoever you're looking for... What? Oh, hey, you must be a friend of...
Oh my god! What happened to my twin brother, whose name is also Barry, but was never blessed with superhuman powers?
A fan film titled It All Goes Away, based on the Superman comic book story Sam's Story by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, has been released online. The 14-minute short film is well worth a watch. Check it out at our website now. In TV news, the CW has released their first official trailer for the second season of Supergirl, which sees Superman and Supergirl team up and take to the sky.
Ground control has lost communication with the craft. They fear something catastrophic may have occurred.
I've dreamt of this moment. The two of us teaming up.
I pray.
We can only hope wherever he is,
She's watching this.
he's seeing this.
Deachin Lackman, best known for her role playing Anya on the TV series The 100, has been cast in the role of Roulette, a supervillain who operates a metahuman fight club for Season 2 of Supergirl. Veronica Sinclair runs a gambling establishment for supervillains where they can bet on events such as captive superhero death matches. She generally manages to make superheroes work for her by using chips that essentially hypnotize or program them into compliance. Deachin posted this message on her Instagram account after the casting announcement.
I just wanted to thank everybody for all the excitement about me appearing on Supergirl as Roulette. The cast and crew are working so hard and they're such incredible people. I'm really excited to be on the show and I can't wait for you to see it.
In an interview with Supergirl executive producer Andrew Kreisberg, EW.com found out that Alex Danvers has a bit of a chip on her shoulder when it comes to Superman Clark Kent being more involved in Kara's life in Season 2 of the TV series. He said, Kara is so excited to see Clark and so excited to be with him, it's almost a little bit like Alex feels taken for granted because she's the family member who's put in the time. It sets up an interesting conflict between her and Kara in the first couple of episodes. Don't forget, Season 2 of Supergirl premieres on the CW on October 10th at 8 p.m. On Tuesday night on our Radio KAL Live show, Michael Bailey and I had a chat with Jason J. Lewis, the man behind the voice of Superman in the upcoming Justice League action animated series set to air on Cartoon Network next month. You can listen to our interview at supermanhomepage.com/live. In comic book news, DC Comics released their December 2016 solicitations this week, and we highlighted for you all the Superman-related comics and products listed. A special note was Action Comics 969, in which, trapped on the Godslayer's home world, Superman and Lex Luthor must unite if they want to make it back to Earth. But does Lex deserve his freedom, or should the Man of Steel make sure he stays locked away? And Superman number 12, in which Frankenstein has come to Hamilton County, home of Superman, and hell has come with him. It's Man of Steel versus the monster to save the life of someone in the town with a horrifying secret. Check out the complete list of Superman-related titles in the December solicitations at our website now. Comic books we reviewed this week included Action Comics 963, which was reviewed by Michael Bailey, who said this was another great issue that had me engaged as a reader, and he gave it a 5 out of 5. T.A. Ewart reviewed Superwoman number 2, giving it a 3 out of 5, saying, allow Jimenez some patience and let the story unfold without rushing to judgment or being reactionary. New Superman number 3 was reviewed by Mario Benici, who said this issue is filled with great character moments, and he gave it a 4 out of 5. James Lance reviewed Earth 2 Society number 16, giving it a 3 out of 5, saying the final chapter of this saga feels rushed. Injustice Year 5 Chapter 39 was reviewed by T.A. Ewart, calling it actually entertaining and enjoyable, and he rated this penultimate chapter a 4 out of 5. And if you're wondering what's going on with Superman characters showing up in Red Hood and the Outlaws number 2 and Suicide Squad number 2, then check out the reviews of those two comics by Mario Benici at our website now. Superman comics available this week from September 21st include Injustice Year 5 Chapter 40 digital comic has been available since September 20th. Injustice Gods Among Us Year 5 number 18 print edition. Justice League number 5, which is available in a variant cover. Superman number 7, which is also available in a variant cover. Trinity number 1, also comes in a variant cover. Adventures of Supergirl trade paperback. Colouring DC Supergirl trade paperback. Justice League Volume 7 Darkseid War Part 1 trade paperback. And Justice League Volume 8 Darkseid War Part 2 hardcover. Feeling a little overwhelmed or stressed out? Let it out on Superman. He can take it. Grab a Superman stress ball to relieve your tension. Get yourself a set of 12 Justice League foam balls for $10.89. Or how about this Big Bang Theory Sheldon Cooper Superman stress toy for just $9.99. These and other Superman stress balls are available from your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop. In other news, fans in the USA can start collecting Justice League Action and DC Superhero Girls toys from McDonald's with their Happy Meals. The Justice League Action line, based on the upcoming Cartoon Network animated series due to premiere in October, consists of 8 toys. There are also 8 toys to collect in the DC Superhero Girls McDonald's line. The HappyMeal.com website also contains colouring and activity sheets for both Justice League Action and DC Superhero Girls that can be completed online. Warner Brothers Movie World theme park, located in Queensland in Australia, is set for a villainous takeover with the announcement of the world's first DC Comics Supervillain Unleashed theme area and the Doomsday Destroyer attraction launching in October 2016. The world's first theme park area dedicated to DC supervillains is coming soon, but they've opened the Doomsday Destroyer ride early to give fans a special sneak peek. Will you be bad enough to take on the Doomsday Destroyer, a monstrous looping ride like nothing you've ever experienced before? Plus, you won't want to miss the DC Supervillains Unleashed immersive themed area, opening soon, where the DC supervillains take over and there's no superheroes around to save the day. Game publisher ABBA Games announced that it has been given approval from Warner Brothers to produce a Justice League board game in which 2 to 6 players split into teams to try and save our or destroy our world. ABBA Games plans to launch a Kickstarter campaign to fund production of the board game later this year, with plans for initial distribution in 2017 across both Spain and Portugal. There's no word yet on whether the game will be distributed in the United States, UK or other locations at this point in time. And that's all the news there was for the week September 16th to September 22nd. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. Thanks for watching. So I'm wearing my tiny little man, giant head Superman shirt today because I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Tyler Hoechlin. Yes, this is what he reminds me of, which is good in a way because I find this shirt to be really cool and the guy looks kind of cute. Not to say Tyler Hoechlin is cute, although he's a good-looking guy. He's fit. I said this when he was first picked to be cast. People were saying, "Look at this guy!" Blah blah blah. He's got the Superman physique, with the exception of one thing, and I've talked a little bit about this on Facebook, to the chagrin of many people who are just happy that he's smiling and is having a shirt rip, regardless of the fact that he doesn't really fit the mold, because he's very, very short. During those times, the internet wasn't around and everybody was up in arms because Dean Cain was too short to play Superman. But what they did on that show, for the most part, I think there were probably some characters that were taller than him, but they obviously didn't focus on it, and I'm sure they won't on Supergirl either. But in order to interact with one of the main characters of the Supergirl cast, not Kara, although she's probably towering over him as well, Jimmy Olsen, who is James on this show, who is a grown-up. And that's the argument I keep getting. Well, this is supposed to be a fully adult James. Because these are people who haven't read most comics and still think of Jimmy as the newsboy. He hasn't been a boy in a long, long time. Jimmy is an adult. He's in his 20s, maybe 30. But he's still kind of scrawny. He still has the red hair and the freckles. He's still a white guy normally. But in this case, he isn't. He is cast as a giant, hulking specimen, model-y type man whom wouldn't possibly look up to someone who looked like me or Tyler Hoechlin. Not to say I'm as good-looking or as fit as Tyler Hoechlin, but I'm taller than him, but I don't have muscles, and they're going back to the Christopher Reeve, Brandon Routh, really skinny but fit Superman, the lanky Superman. But the problem is Hoechlin doesn't have the lankiness to fit that lanky mold. He does have a fit body, but he's a small guy. So it looks kind of funny when in the publicity shot where he's standing with Kara, who he's about the size of, and James is on the other side hulking over both of them, somehow gushing over Superman, whom isn't someone that someone like James would ever be jealous of in normal life. Now, obviously, Superman is something else. He stands for great things, and he's super strong, and he has superpowers. So he's different than if Tyler Hoechlin was just a guy who looked like that, because James or people of that ilk would just go, look at that guy. That's what happens in real life. So having this guy cast as Superman who is dwarfed by Jimmy Olsen reminds me a lot of this shirt, whom this particular Superman would be dwarfed by any larger, normal-sized person. Although they did release a trailer with both Superman and Supergirl flying around. I didn't watch it with sound. I was in somewhere where I just watched it with no audio on, and it was very exciting, and I am looking forward to seeing him flying around. And I like a shirt rip with the chest symbol exposed as much as any other guy, and when a smile is called for, I like a smile as well. So I'm looking forward to that side of this version of Superman, but I just think it's a little odd that our Jimmy Olsen is like this and our Superman is like this. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll talk to you later. Always look up in the sky, even if you have to look further because you're tiny little Superman.